dome of the California Capitol building lit up dramatically here at our broadcast location in Sacramento. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the Boston Celtics. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Celtics. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Thank you, D.A. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we love to see players that have worked on something during the off-season that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the off right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
Season never really ends. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Round the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Thompson in at the center. And for the Kings, they've got Kobe. Tracy McGrady is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Wallace, and it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Listen, we know Dwight Howard is on the back 9 of his career, but he can still be valuable. This guy is capable of a double-double every night.
Tatum passes to Smart. The kick out to Tatum. Back to Smart from outside the arc. Dwight Howard grabs the board. And here now the Kings.
And Doris, when you're identifying the heart and soul of this Celtics team, Smart is always at the center of that discussion.
Marcus Smart is so passionate. He's so tough, so willing to get down and do the dirty work that affect winning. And consider the role he's taken now as the leader of the Celtics. The ability to mentor a young guy like Grant Williams. Marcus Smart, you want him on your side.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
On the pass to Thompson. Outside Tatum. Pass to Walker. There's the triple. The Celtics get it back in a new 14. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Dwight Howard.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
Here's Brown. He's coming off a 19-point game against Minnesota. It's good.
Well, can we remember Jaylen Brown's got a 7-foot wingspan? That's an easy second chance opportunity.
Hardaway dishes to Wallace. Over Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Celtics making a switch here. Tice is checked in. He hits the second from the line.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
Walker's shot is off. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here. Here's Kobe. Here's Howard. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
Walker's shot is off. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
Outside, Smart. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. A floater in deep. Tatum drops it in.
It can be a very difficult thing to check Jason Tatum because of the multitude of ways he can score it. Give me the floater game, JT.
And stolen by Tatum. Outside, Walker. Tatum on the wing. Over Kobe. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, Jason Tatum, a 3-level scorer, gets to the mid-range jumper. It's good.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Wallace. Offensive rebound. Howard. Wallace trying to break through. No good from Howard.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
That puts them in the lead. Tatum's got 7 points.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space.
It's all tied in Sacramento. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
We've got Hardaway. Wallace out there with Howard. Then there's Kobe. And it's McGrady in a 2-guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. T with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. The shot by Thompson, no good. Kings leading now by 4. Here's McGrady. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Teague with a clean look. Kept alive by Boston. And it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason why Howard has so many whole defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Baseline J on the way. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Kobe throws it down hard.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Outside Teague to end the run. He lays it in. Teague's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Good work there as it goes. Hardaway has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Kings.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently. Fires
the 3. No good that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They get the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's McGrady. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Boston making some changes. Jason Tatum comes in for Robert Williams. And it's Brown in for Green. Thompson finds Brown. Tatum on the wing. Over Wallace. Oh, and that one had the right spit on it, and it is good. 9 points for Jason Tatum.
Well, this guy's so good at making great decisions. Jason Tatum on the catch and shoot. That's nice.
Here's Bryant. And Boston with the rebound.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
So good at exploiting where the defense is. Jason Tatum in the pull-up. Man, that's good.
McGrady outside. Takes the three. Hands it from downtown. McGrady's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And Teague has it in the corner. Offensive rebound. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Well, that's a prime example of why Tristan Thompson is considered one of the best offensive rebounders in the game right now.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Tatum against Wallace from the arc. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Tatum.
This, to me, is an area that Jason Tatum really worked on. That three-pointer now one of the most dangerous aspects of his game.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Kings ahead. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. And quite possibly the fastest player in the league. The Aaron Hawk. And that's going to do it for our halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Thompson in at the 5. McGrady with the ball. Now guarded by Smart.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Off target from outside.
And they continue to control the glass.
No good from Howard. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Brown. And no good. Good D by Howard. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They've led by as much as 10. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out. And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Teague comes in for Smart. And now the Kings fast break. And here is Hardaway. He has 6. McGrady passes to Howard. Howard draws the double. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
T kicks to Tatum. The 19-foot shot. Boston again missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And here's Walker outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. Howard's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Hardaway, no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Hardaway passes to Kobe. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And it's sent back by Howard. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Williams finds Brown. Kobe with the steal. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. That's tipped. Outside Teague.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Right back after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the...
Oh, what a dunk! Out below!
You gotta love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
T kicks to Tice. Back to T. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. Here's Tice, and it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender. Has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
Celtics trail by 15. Here's T. It's deflected.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Here's McGrady. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 4 assists now tonight.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Ouch. Wallace, good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And Thompson throws it down.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
Hardaway, no good. Celtics trail by 17. Smart, wide open, he fires. Here is the open three to cap the break. Smart's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Hardaway, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Hardaway's nickname came from his grandmother. She was calling him pretty, but with that southern drawl, it sounded like Penny.
Hardaway hits them both. Celtics have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Walker with a clean look. Offline with his three.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Kings.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from three. Now, they've decided to give Tristan Thompson a little bit more opportunity to handle the ball, and what a pretty delivery there.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Some changes for Boston. Brown is checked in for Neesmith. Smart comes in for Green, and it's Kemba Walker in for Langford.
Well, if you take away the three and you take away the drive, Kemba Walker simply gets to his mid-range game. That's why scoring at 3 levels is huge.
Passes to Bryant. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Smart. Good D by Hardaway. And here are the Kings now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Howard can't hit.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
And here are the Kings now. A 12-point game. Wallace kicks to Kobe. Back to Wallace. Outside Bryant. The three. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that's going to do it.